Learning to speak English as a second language is not an easy task. But those who are able to enter an ESL program and work their way through the classes know that learning the new language can make a world of difference. Scarlene is from the Dominican Republic. She works as a home health aide at Jewish Family Services of MetroWest. She is currently enrolled in the Framingham Adult ESL program, and she knows that it has already made her life better both at home and at work.
I have the opportunity to go anywhere, to talk with different person anywhere, and I can help my daughter at the school. Yes, I feel better when I talk to my clients. I can communicate better.
Scarlene's supervisors also appreciate the progress she has made and the added value she brings to their organization.
We're a social services agency, and we're here to enhance lives of people in our community. Specifically those where Scarlene is working in is with the elder community. These are elders and 60+ years old who have, for some reason, some activity of daily life they can't meet. And Scarlene and the rest of our team is an integral part in making sure that they live well at home. And that's our main mission with those elders is that they have a dignified life at home. I think what's made her a very productive and excellent employee at JFS is her ability to not only speak Spanish but also speak English. And we've definitely seen, since she's been working for us over 5 years, a transition from somebody who could really only work with Spanish-speaking clients to someone that is completely flexible and nimble and can work with any client. For a prospective employer who's thinking about hiring an employee who is either a graduate of the ESL program or currently in the ESL program, I will tell them they won't be sorry. They're very motivated, and what you see as they take the program is their confidence level increases by an nth degree. And it's great to see, and really productivity, which is most important to all of us in our work, increases as well.
The ESL program helped me a lot. I feel confidence, I feel better. Now I'm citizen. It's hard, but we have to practice and don't give up. We can do it.
Regina is an ESL graduate and now works at TJX.
I worked for an American company in Brazil. I had a good job, but I wouldn't be able to move up if I didn't speak English. So I figured I'm gonna go to America and learn English. And my first job here, I couldn't even interview. Every time someone asked me something, I would say, thank you. And they would ask me another question, thank you so much. So I thinked my way to ESL. It was overwhelming at first. It is a different language, and I was always afraid that I was gonna say something and people would interpret it in a different way and that would hurt someone. But once you start learning, your brain just asks for more. And I had a dream to read a book in English. I always wanted to. And I bought the book. It was All the Pretty Horses. The first half of the book, it was all highlighted. My teacher said, highlight all the words you don't know, look it up in the dictionary, and you're gonna get a better understanding. By the end of my ESL classes, my book wasn't even highlighted as much anymore because I was able to understand. So that was a proud moment to be able to read a book, just read a book. I don't need a job anymore. I have a career. I am working towards a career. When I didn't speak English, I had 2-3 jobs at a time. Now I'm able to make what I used to make in 3 jobs in 1 job. I'm going to college, I'm earning my degree in business and entrepreneurship. I use every single skill that I learned every day. When I didn't speak English, my work life was very lonely. You go in, you punch in, you do what you understand is what you're supposed to do, and you punch out. And then you do it again, and you do it again. But I wasn't being developed. I wasn't growing as a person and as a contributor. Now I'm able to work as a team. I get fired up with ideas. I feed off my coworkers. It's just different. We are a team. I can contribute to my company like that.
Regina has added so much to our department since she joined us about 1.5 years ago. She has this fantastic can-do attitude. Nothing is too great or too small for her to tackle. And I love the way she is always looking for ways that she can help her fellow team members, so coming to help us get our work done at the same time. Third, she has this growth mindset. She always looks at challenges and embraces those challenges and figures out how to get something done even better. One of the big advantages is the fact that she brings a perspective that's all hers, that is molded by who she is as well as where she's from. So that adds another dimension to the way that we get our work done and enhances that. She's an honest and a direct communicator, so we always know where she stands. So it's great having Regina in our department in Workforce Initiatives at TJX.
It's important for you to speak English, not only to be able to acquire a good job, have a career, but also to relate to people in a meaningful way. I was only able to relate and learn the American culture once I learned English. I didn't have that connection that I have now. This is home for me now.
Clarice came to the U.S. 12 years ago. After graduating from high school and then college, she was offered a position at Framingham Cooperative Bank. But when she first arrived in America, she spoke no English.
I arrived in the United States 12 years ago with my parents. I was 14. And right away I got into Framingham High School. And from the start, I was signed up on the ESL program at the public school. The first week of school, I remember, first of all, it was freshman year of high school. Second, I thought, you know what? I need to know what these people are talking about. This is not going to work. The first year, it was a very intense year for learning English. I sat with the ESL teachers at the time, and I said, I want to learn this. My title is Senior Account Representative. I mainly work at the E branch, which is our electronic banking department, which also aids customers with any and all questions. And when they call, when they submit an email, an online request. So most of what we do is communication. So it's very important to be able to listen to instructions, to understand what the main objective is when you're helping or when you're working with another department. When you don't have your communication skills down and when you don't dominate the language that it's the main language is spoken around you, you focus on the wrong things. You're all the time focusing on, am I saying this right? Do I sound weird? Are they understanding? Do they get what I said? And you take your attention away from what's really important. Is my idea good? Is this possible? Is my boss going to be okay with it? The urge I had to learn English and to feel like I belonged, I don't think it was never an option to not, in my mind, it was never an option to, okay, I don't think I feel like I need this. I can get by. It was never an option.
She works in our client services area, and a big part of what they do is phone work, computer work, and a lot of technical issues as well as far as setting up the online banking. That's the area she works in. So it's a lot of talking to customers on the phone, responding to emails, a lot of letter follow-up, but there's a lot of technical knowledge she needs to have too. So you need to be quick on your feet. You need to have a good command of the English language, and in her case, Portuguese and Spanish as well. And she has a lot of independence in order that she can respond to customers, so she has to have a lot of knowledge. Well, one of the great things about bringing in employees who have been through a English as a second language program is that they come, first of all, they're learners, because they're much like college students in general. They're in that learning mode. They also come in with the expectation that they're going to be able to help people. And so they have a very positive, constructive way of looking at things. About 30% of our employees have English as a second language. If you have someone who comes in as a customer and they don't have a strong command of the English language, and even when you try to explain these things to them, it's really difficult. It's tough on them. Sometimes we bankers make things more complicated than they should be, all the lingo we have. So if we have someone who's fluent in both languages, or maybe trilingual, it makes all the difference in the world. Because clarity only breeds a happier customer, a more content customer, and in the end, they usually develop a deeper, richer relationship with us. They buy more services from us. So having that clear understanding of English, though, is the base which we have to have. One of the things we look for, obviously, that if someone's not a native speaker, that they've gone through some sort of formalized program. That gives me more assurance that they come well prepared to deal with a variety of situations. Because it's not just verbal skills, there are some written skills, and if there are kind of holes in their game, shall we say, if they haven't been through a formal program, it's going to come up during the course of conversations with customers. And unfortunately, that reduces their credibility, the bank's credibility. Having a second language and going through a program, ESL program, that just says to me, great, they're more prepared to interact with the customers we have. You know, Framingham and the Framingham area, a multicultural, multi-ethnic area, and we're here to serve the whole community. And if they can come with a bigger, broader skill set that helps us to do that, it's a win for them, but it's certainly a win for us, because you know, it's our job. This is a service business. It's all about service, and however we can do that better and more effectively, that's fantastic.
I think to include someone in society, it's a matter of human rights. So if you're able to help a family to feel like they belong in a place that sometimes they didn't choose to be there, I think it's a matter of being humane. It's a matter of helping people to get their basic rights, of feeling like they belong, feeling like they have a chance in life. They have a chance to pursue what every other person on the street have. So if a person has a chance, or if they have the capability financially or with their time to help, they're not helping a community, but they're helping something greater and more. I think it's more basic and more fundamental to help someone to communicate. Give them the right to tell what they think, and give them the chance to be understood.
These are just a few of the many ESL success stories. With your help, there will be many more. Thank you.